This is part 2 of Maya Angelou in the Afterlife, sharing her wisdom and guidance about spiritual awakening and love. Love of self, love of one another, and love of the planet. Maya brings bushels and bushels of love for you and me. So sit back, take a couple of deep breaths, and allow Maya's words to wash over you like a deliciously warm bath. Hi, I'm Debbra Lupien, voice of the Akashic Records, bringing you Maya Angelou in the Afterlife. Okay, Maya, take it away. Tell us what's on your mind. Well, I'm a bit concerned about the state of things on Earth right now. Goodness knows there have always been problems, but this is over and above. It's distressing to see progress shoved backwards after all the efforts by so many good folks. Yet here's what I want you to understand. What looks like a disaster in the making is actually preparation for a surge forward into a brighter tomorrow. Is that Maya or Metatron speaking? The energy's confusing. It feels like it's both. Maya is speaking, but Metatron is by her side. Wow, this is interesting. So, Maya, can you tell us more about the surge? What can we do to move things in the right direction? Well, now, honey, there's the rub. You can't force folks to wake up. They will in their own time. Meanwhile, it will be mighty frustrating for you who are ready for more. Give them space and time. Let them be. Don't pester or prod, because that will only cause them to dig their heels in deeper, fighting back. You keep moving ahead, doing everything in your power, following the divine guidance of your angels, and let them be. When they see their world shifting in a positive direction, they'll want a piece of the action. Soon enough, they'll sheepishly creep back, pretending they were always on board. That's okay. Keep your ego out of this situation. Welcome them into the fold warmly and enthusiastically. That will help them integrate faster. There will still be many who stubbornly resist no matter how much they can see it would benefit them. Their pride just won't let them capitulate. Those folks will move to the outer edges of the societal bubble and do their best to survive. It's their journey. Leave them be. Leave them be seems to be one of the themes of your message, Maya. Is that the most important takeaway? I suppose you might say that, for when you stop focusing on the dissonance they represent, you'll find more things that are in the flow which you can appreciate. That's important. Never lose sight of the importance of being in flow, navigating around obstacles and dissonance rather than engaging. That is a colossal waste of time and effort. It dampens your enthusiasm and distracts you from your purpose. And what would you say to the world at large is their purpose if you had to sum it up? Oh my, that's easy. It's all about love. Love of self, love of one another, love of the planet. Anytime you're able to shift into a state of balance, harmony, and free flowing love, you contribute massive love ripples that flow across the land, touching all in their path, igniting more love within them, effectively upshifting the entire planet. Those who have yet to join in the love campaign, or peace process, as Metatron calls it, likely will continue resisting for a time. Ultimately, their energy will shift molecule by molecule until their resistance erodes and falls away entirely. They can't help but notice that this new way of being feels better. They're happier, more productive, and downright excited about today and tomorrow as they release the bitterness and hatred of days gone by. The peace process is an inevitable revolution. Sooner or later, everyone will shift at least a smidgen. Once they realize how it benefits, they'll want more. Picture it. People all over the world going about their business, smiling, singing, dancing their way through the day as they lean into the love bubble that's beaming high vibe, revitalizing energy at, over, and through them. They'll feel so wonderful that being present in the now will be a piece of cake, a delicious piece at that. Thank you for that uplifting vision, Maya. I'm sure folks will be wondering whether you want to say anything about your life as Maya, the person they respected and admired. Is there anything on a personal level you'd like to share? Well, once my soul left that old body, that version of Maya blended in with previous versions. We've integrated, so my words come from that higher perspective. Let me revisit the part of me that you knew for a moment. Okay, when I reflect back upon that life, there's a deep satisfaction at overcoming old karmic patterns. Sure, it took quite some time to become the poet laureate who shared love and wisdom from a full heart. Yet there are no regrets. Those were necessary experiences that contributed to maturing as a sovereign soul who was able to articulate from that perspective. I'm right pleased with the body of work, my legacy from the Maya lifetime. I do wish my work had more of an impact, but truthfully, there's only so much an individual can do. I planted seeds. It's up to those remaining to nurture and harvest them. I'll let you in on a little secret. No matter how bad your world feels right now, this is a necessary purge/awakening. Transformation is not for the faint of heart. You are shedding who you were, making space for who you're becoming. Give yourself credit for the progress you've made. Be kind and patient with yourself as your transformation progresses. Where you are right now is perfect for your soul. Keep moving forward. Keep refilling your love tank and sharing the abundant stories of pure, unconditional love with all who are open to receive. Earth's love revolution is in progress. How long this phase of ascension will take depends upon reaching that critical mass Metatron's always talking about. You have a far piece yet to go, but the important metric is that you have begun. Revel in that feeling of satisfaction that you've arrived at this giant milestone. Stay present and appreciate the moments as much as possible. You're toning new muscles that will stand you in good stead in the weeks and months to come. Know that you are on a positive path and you have what it takes to not only make this journey, but bring it to completion. There can never be too much love. So ignite love sparks in all you encounter who are open. Bless those who are not and move along. Refrain from engaging in disharmony. Make your state of being the most important priority, as everything good and bountiful flows from there. Turn away from darkness and fear. Do not engage nor empower by focusing upon it. Stay on your purposeful light path where you are safe, protected, and deeply loved. Thank you, Maya. You've still not shared much about yourself. Well, child, I'm trying to make a point. That version of myself no longer exists as a separate personality. I've ascended to a new level and am at this time working towards the next phase of becoming. The most important thing I can share with you is not about who I was, but who I am. My role is to encourage you to be conscious of who you are and how you can successfully navigate your life's journey. The need is great at this time for those who are on the enlightenment path to keep their focus, steel their determination, dig in with perseverance that they might accomplish more. You chose to be born right here at this time for this purpose. So lean into it, revel in it. Know your work is vitally important. No one else can bring to the table what you bring. By that, I mean the individual you. No one person is more important than another. Each has a unique role to play in the grand design that is rapidly evolving at this very moment. Don't concern yourself with me. My work on the planet is done for the moment. I'm happy to share from this new perspective, but I can't live your life for you. Only you can do that. The choices I made were necessarily different than yours, and for good reason. Walk your path, for no one else can walk it for you. Here it is, song. Feel free to avail yourself of the teachings I left behind. That's what they're for. Then, with your new perceptions and understanding, make the very best choices for yourself and the planet. When enough of you put your focus upon that objective, progress will accelerate to yet another level. I promise it will be worth it. You are worth it. Do it for yourself and for your brothers and sisters, for you're all God's children. At that point, the conversation felt complete, and I could feel Maya's energy retreating. Thank you, Maya. I'm honored that you came and incredibly grateful for all you shared. Your presence in our world is sorely missed. You'll long be remembered, appreciated, admired, and loved by those whose lives you touched. That concludes part 2 of Maya Angelou's message. If you missed part 1, you'll find the link below, along with a link to Maya's Soul Crossing, a video from Cash Peters. If you haven't seen his Soul Crossing videos, I highly recommend it. I hope you'll take Maya's message to heart and join the lightworkers of the world in facilitating Metatron's peace process to make this world a better place, because we can. And now I'm hearing Diana Ross singing, "Reach out and touch. Make this world a better place." Yeah. Thank you for watching. This is Debbra Lupien, voice of the Akashic Records. Till next time. Bye.